time seems to be going backwards for the new year, and I don't know why. And as we're coming close to the new year 2020, as the previous events of a curse directed at me because of jealousy and revenge and bitterness, I have to go through the reverse. Oh, I have to go through the reversal signs of the curse, and also that means because time is going backwards, even though it's going forward to sound funny, but the events are going back so fast to get into the new year before we get into the new year. In order to reverse any negative experiences associated with this curse. So that is a fresh start on this curse was IBS, and other threats were made towards me, such as like sickness, and there could be death. There was a lot of dark energy. So I wish this person a lot of love, light, and empathy, and I had a conversation with her even though she wasn't there, and it sounds a bit crazy, but I think it kind of worked. And a video popped up on my screen called How to Raise Your Vibrations, and a song came on, played 3 times without my permission, which was It Should Have Been Me by Imelda May. So I feel that she was very upset and lonely, and she feels that let down and worried and stuff like that. So that's her reaching out to me. And then she kept saying, who's going to take care of me? So that song was being played 3 times. And I remembered a song at a concert, Chocolate Eyes, Things Are Looking Up. And I know it's not about me. However, that song resonates with me, with my current circumstances. So that was very comforting. Thank you very much for that. Another thing is the fact that alchemy was kind of mentioned, and that may have been God trying to hint about what's been going on. Right. So a repeat of an experience that happened in the past. I think it was either last night or a few nights ago. That has repeated. A repeated experience day today before we get into the new year. My mother gave me some noodles. She gave me noodles another time, and she said the same thing, which was I'm not sure if you should take that because it's gone off. And then what happened was, as soon as I ate the noodles, funny enough, the clock started going backwards like really fast. The like one of the, I don't know how, the handles on it went back really, really fast, and it was kind of scary. But at the same time, I felt like this means that the spell is being reversed, that all this bad stuff that happened to me is being reversed. It's a new start for me, and it's a new start for my family. Like, it's a new start for everybody, but really all the bad crap that happened to me because of a curse is being removed, and I'm so delighted for that, because yeah, I did get a painted black night, and it wasn't nice. I fought it with my light, with my love, and with my empathy, and it worked out. I'm relieved. I don't know if it would have worked out because it comes to New Year, but anyway, it's taken the noodles, and I had a conversation with God, and I was looking at the clock, and I thanked God for things being reversed and going backwards, and this ending, and this curse being lifted. And my mother got angry with me and said, you're speaking like an insane person. She says, I don't know, you're just as bad, as them, crazy, like your sister, whatever. And then I said, what do you mean? I said, I said, I'm speaking to spirit. And I was looking at the clock, and she got really, really angry with me and said, do you want me to slap your face? And I didn't expect her to say that, but she said it. Do you want me to slap your face? And I was very shocked. I didn't record it because I was worried that she'd snap the phone off of me, because she gets quite aggressive. So I'm hoping this new year, I thought things were healed. It seemed like things were going well. But now that it's reversing, I worry that things are really going to go back to the way they are, and things are going to change with my family or the relationship with my mother, that she's still going to be abusive towards me and other people around me, and it's very difficult to prove, and I got therapy for that. But anyway, yeah, so she said, do you want me to hit you across the face? And that's when I said to her, are you admitting that you have anger problems? And she just got really like pissed off at me, and she went into her room and she shut the door. So she got upset when I said I felt like, because of my current situation, that the song Chocolate Eyes, Things Are Looking Up, it was like it was speaking to me, and she got like really snappy, like she was jealous. But it's not about jealousy. This is not about jealousy. It's just, it's like he knows, well, he's spiritual anyway, but it's like he knows what I'm going through, but he can't say it, and so he's trying to sing it. Or even if it's not addressed to me, I still feel like it really relates, it's really relevant to what I've been going through. So what do I mean? So I have been, since September, put under a curse, and it's only been removed now, and it's going to be gone. Hopefully things are going to be back to normal after next year, but I have to go through every single symptom that was inflicted upon me in relation to the curse. I knew it was a curse when I saw a video, Archangel Michael. I played the video, the angels, where they remove negative energy and any, psychic attacks, and that's when I heard a woman chanting, and then that's when I knew that it was a curse. And she was really chanting, and in the actual video, it showed the energies of people saying, "Oh, IBS shit! Oh, it's the girl from the train. Get her off the train." Stuff like that. Oh shit, we need to get out of the hostel, or out of the hostel, get her out of the hostel, get her out of the hostel. So it's like, how this curse was maintained was through repetition, and that's what I learned about. So it's consistent repetition, but it had to be triggered by something. So it was triggered by a friend who's very dependent on me, it was triggered by my mother, it was triggered by a classmate, and to make the symptoms more severe, the curse caused me to be haunted by memories with my classmate, of me being extremely angry with him, extreme pain with him, extremely fearful of him, and then out of nowhere not being able to get him out of my head, which happened really out of the blue. And I'm like, oh no, we're back here again, because I hadn't seen him for a while. I thought it was him that did it, because I bumped into him randomly on the street, and it seemed like he was very annoyed or angry or something, or it was down a shopping centre, and I just really got out of the way because I didn't want to piss him off. And I knew from the Kinley Hostel in Galway that he had the gift of telepathy, because we had a strong spiritual connection. It's like he could read my thoughts. It's like I could read his thoughts in a way, but we can't hide from each other because it's a very strong spiritual connection. So because of that, I kind of got more worried. And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, I got out of his way. And then that's when, shortly after the next week, I developed IBS, and that's why I thought it was him, because I had bumped into him randomly, and he wasn't happy with me at all. There was a lot, it felt like there was a lot of annoyance and anger, and I thought that's what kind of really triggered it, because it was another kind of traumatic experience. And then when I thought things were fine, when my symptoms started to get worse, I noticed that I started being haunted with memories of Kinley House in Galway, because the curse wanted me to experience moments of pleasure with my classmate to distract me from her ex. Well, maybe it's not her ex now, but to distract me from her ex. She wanted me, and that's not the only thing, she wanted me to feel his energy with other guys so that I could get addicted to him and be like, oh, this person reminds me of, you know, my classmate, this person reminds me of my classmate, I'm very addicted to the energy, why am I addicted to the energy? And most of these guys treated me with unconditional love, acceptance, so it's like it fed upon that appreciation. They had a lot of love for me, a lot of love for me, a lot of adoration, and I got frightened and I got shocked and upset, and I was like, why is this happening out of the blue? Why is it just happening in one night? And why is there one guy who just came out of the blue and he really reminds me of my classmate saying to me, you're safe here, nothing bad's going to happen to you there? And I cried around him, in front of him, and he just showed a lot of adoration and love for me, and I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it, and we just cuddled, and I just loved his energy, how he spoke and everything, and the energy was very intense, a lot of passionate energy. And then he said he had to fly, I think. He was working in the technology center. Then I started to become really addicted to him, and I started missing him like mad. I started missing him. Like I had other kind of grievings kind of to do, you know. And it's just like it's just like a lot of warm energy, you know. Then that got me thinking, it feels like my classmate's energy. Is this my classmate? Is this what it'd be like with my classmate? Have I got him wrong? And then I went back, no, the hostel. And then what happened with the hostel in Kinley was I was hearing songs that were being played in the hostel continuously, and I was feeling the feelings that I felt when I was around him, and I was hearing myself, you know, chatting to him, and I had lots of dreams of him, you know, stuff like that, you know, happened. And with this curse, everyone said Kinley, Kinley, Kinley. So that's why I thought he was the one who cursed me out of jealousy or revenge, because I had hurt him. Especially when I was directed to go to the Kinley website. I was told, led to go, like spiritually led to go to the Kinley website and to keep looking for a photograph. And then when I got to the photograph, it's like, that's it. And I noticed it was a letter I had sent to them with a gift in it that came all the way from Amsterdam or Italy, as a present for them, for my appreciation for them, because I loved it there. And I saw a comment, and I just knew that it was my classmate who said that comment, and I felt like he's doing that because he's annoyed or upset with me, or you know, he wants to hurt me again. I was like, why does he want to hurt me if he is like, in the hostel, he's being like all timid and, you know, all timid and like cold and hot kind of behavior, and playing a lot of love songs, sex songs, which I didn't want to hear. And I was getting messages that he wasn't being honest about his emotions in relation to me, wasn't being honest about his feelings, and he was withholding a lot of information from me. And then most of the time, throughout several years, I was told to be careful of him, that he's very powerful and very influential. I need to mind my back. I need to study him so that I know that his techniques for trying to influence, you know, specifically women, and I just need to stand my ground. But like, he allowed me to stand my ground and be confident. No, in the hostel, no, he really helped me. I don't know why he allowed me to do that, because, you know, he's an alpha male, but he did. And those moments were relived then in Isaac's hostel, when I had a dream about Isaac's hostel and I was led there, and there was another soulmate, because I had a dream about the hostel and I had a dream about the classmate. Not the classmate, sorry. I had a dream about this person, the receptionist in the hostel, but I didn't know really he was working in the hostel. In my dream, he was on a bike, and I had bumped into this person on a bike about 4 times, and I thought he was in a kind of a workshop I went to go to. I thought it was him, but then when he cut his hair, then I thought, it can't be him, because then I bumped into him again, and he tried to check me out, and I thought, yeah, very much classmate energy here. And I had a lot of fun speaking to the receptionist in Isaac's hostel, and I really felt like I was in Kinley again. I know it's not the Kinley hostel, but I was stoned in paradise again, conversation was flowing, we were having fun, and I thought, oh crap, this is so familiar, you know, kind of thing. And that's when I started being haunted by my classmate. Oh, it was scary. Just a distraction from this other person that I cared about, tried to help. But anyway, that's kind of it. So things are kind of going backwards. So that's it. I don't know what's going to kind of happen next, but it's helped me. This curse has helped me heal a lot, actually. It was funny enough, as well as me working a lot on myself. I cried over how my classmate hurt me. I cried over how I lost a penitential mate who I thought was a blessing to me. I cried over a friend who left the country of mine I was very close to. I improved my strong resistance towards my classmate from the past, like me having strong resistance from towards the past. So I kind of improved that. I improved my fear towards him. Started to become more understanding. I think it was this one person who I was with. He caused me to be more understanding of my classmate by making me familiar with his energy. No, this guy didn't make me familiar with his energy, but this spiritual experience caused me to feel his energy, to make me used to his energy, because he possessed a lot of his traits, you know, his voice and stuff like that. And I just couldn't believe it. And I thought, can my classmate love me unconditionally like this other person is doing in one night and I don't even know him? You know, kind of thing. And it was just really strange. Then it got me questioning, is it possible with this classmate that he's going to make me feel that way, that he thinks that way, that he is going to do that for me or do that with me? So I got a brand new perspective, and then my anger towards him hurting me reduced an awful lot, especially when...
Amy, hi.